It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. Checking out Cleveland, they'd like to play well to start this season series. They haven't forgotten how this team knocked them out in the first round last season. Al Jefferson played for several teams in his NBA career, but no matter what uniform he has on, he is a load, a real handful, Kenny.
Well, he could shoot the mid-range, Ernie, and that's probably his biggest asset. And, then he could take you down on the block. That's probably one of his bread and butter moves.
Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And, of course, Udrih, a new phase in his career, playing today as a Cleveland Cavalier for the first time.
You know, that trade that you mentioned isn't making front-page news, but sometimes the best trades are the quiet ones. But I really believe this is going to pay dividends for this team in the future.
Yeah, you don't always have to make the huge splash to make the biggest impact. A lot of times when you can just fill voids and find the right role players, that can be equally as important.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Detroit, they've got Victor Oladipo. Yao is out there with Motiejunas. Then there's Price. And it's Gay in at the small forward. Johnson kicks to Hamilton. Kicks it out to Johnson. There's the pick. Outside, Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Giannis Antetokounmpo taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Here is Price. Really had troubles in that loss to Boston. To the paint. It's tipped. Young with the steal. Inside. Here's Hamilton. No good. The Pistons go the other way with it. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
They set the pick. Price kicks to Gay. 6 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from 3.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
Shot clock at 6. Antetokounmpo kicks to Hamilton. The 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight. Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
He said a big part of their focus defensively will be on trying to contain Rudy Gay, adding he presents some challenges because he can shoot over the top, and also he's a tremendous finisher inside. We've got to force him to that left hand, but I'm hoping we won't have to double too much because they have plenty of other guys who can knock it down. Kevin, the challenges are full.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Now here is Yao. 38 points for him last game against Boston.
And he was also a big factor for them defensively. I think he tallied 4 blocks in the game.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay.
Cleveland ball.
Richard Hamilton on the wing, guarded by Oladipo. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Price. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Feeds to Moniunas. That's in, coming off an assist from Price.
And guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on it.
Yeah, you could actually feel the tightness and tenseness with each miss. I'm actually glad to see they got that first one out of the way.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Yao with a screen on Young. Moniunas passes to Gay. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Cleveland with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Johnson kicks to Young.
Whoa! Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
And Detroit has possession. 11-point game. Price kicks to Oladipo. Kicks it out to Gay from downtown. Another miss by Gay.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Johnson against Oladipo. Johnson goes in. Yao with the block. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Rudy Gay hits them both. Hamilton with it. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver. Screen by Jefferson. Johnson kicks to Hamilton. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Yao. Pistons trail by 9. Price with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Price against Johnson. 6 to shoot. Johnson against Price. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Here's Yao.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Exactly. Nothing easy. They're making them work just to get into their offense. Very disruptive so far.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Jefferson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jefferson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now, here's Oladipo. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's Yao. Crafty move. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Yao Ming taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Yao. And he makes both free throws.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Johnson against Price. Screen by Jefferson. Johnson outside. Hamilton against Oladipo. Just 4 to shoot. From the baseline. Here's Young. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Thaddeus Young. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Adams checked in. Turner's checked in for the Pistons. Good on the second free throw.
Thank you, Cleveland!
Pistons trail by 10. Now Price. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Turner with a screen on Johnson. Johnson against Price. Just 5 to shoot. Oladipo. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release. It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot blocking defenses from last season. In 4th, the Pistons.
I don't think you can ever underestimate the effect that a few block shots can have on your opponent. I mean, it can get into your head as an offensive player. You're going in there thinking you've got a clear path, and then you see the ball going behind you in reverse. I mean, that could be major intimidation and affect your game.
Crowder, he's checked in for Cleveland. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Detroit. Patrick Beverley comes in for Mark Price. There's the pick. Inside, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Adams. Johnson goes in. Adams, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Hamilton against Oladipo. No good from Hamilton.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Turner with a screen on Johnson. And Oladipo kicks to Aminu. And the layup's good off the glass. Aminu's got his first points of the game. Cleveland leading by 10. There's the dish to Hamilton. Passes it to Adams. Johnson the screen. No luck. Good work defensively by Turner.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
Here's Johnson after Rudy Gay's bucket. Johnson the screen. Dishes to Antetokounmpo. He kicks it to Johnson. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Hamilton outside. Hamilton can't get that one to fall.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Aminu misses. Cavaliers leading. Pass to Crowder. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Cleveland moving the ball around. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Back to Adams. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Adams has got his first 2 points of the night. Pistons trail by 10. Turner with a screen on Hamilton. And Oladipo kicks to Turner. Antetokounmpo against Gay. Goes up with the stripe. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Hamilton. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Goes up from the top of the key. Bounces high off the rim and drops. The Cavaliers leading by 10.
Let's see the stat sheet here on Victor Oladipo. Some last season stats for him. Put up about 9 points per, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And every team in the league needs shooting. That's what he brings coming off the pine.
Yeah, there's always a demand for shooters, man. Half jumper will travel, I'm telling you. Most championship teams, they have a bunch of those guys who can put it in the basket.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Shelvin Mack comes in for Hamilton. Detroit also making some changes. Alan Crabb, he's checked in for Gay. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Victor Oladipo. Now here's Johnson. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Nuggets in Denver.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Aminu, trailing by 10. They set the pick. Clock at 4. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. 1:29 left here in the opening quarter. Johnson kicks to Crowder. Johnson the screen. It's Crawford on the wing. A three-pointer is right on target. Crawford's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And it's Dellavedova missing. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Johnson kicks to Crowder. Here's Mack. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, and listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Beverly dishes to Dellavedova. Out to the right wing. There's the pick. Now here's Beverly. Tight defense on him. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. "19 seconds left to play in the first. Now here's Johnson. It's Crawford on the wing. Crawford with another miss. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers lead by 11. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand. Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18? That's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
We've got Al Jefferson, Jay Crowder out there with Young. Then it's Crawford, and it's Mack in at the 1. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Now the feed to Price. There's a screen by Moni Yunus. And Aminu kicks to Yao. Out to Price. Uncovered. That's good. Price has got it back down to single digits for Detroit. Here's Mack. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. They set the screen. Crawford kicks to Young. Back to Crawford. 6 on the shot clock. Screen by Young. It's Crawford with the drive. And the shot is long. Pistons trail by 9. Pick by Yao. Out to Price. He dishes it to Yao. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Thaddeus Young. Pistons have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And that one falls for Yao. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Jay Crowder. And Richard Hamilton has subbed in for Jamal Crawford. And Detroit with a change here too. Gay's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Screen by Young. Antetokounmpo passes to Jefferson. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
Here's Hamilton after Rudy Gay's bucket. The kick out to Young. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Young's got 5 now.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Pick by Yao. Price dishes to Yao. To the inside, and that one's good. Aniunas has got his second basket of the game.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And here is Antetokounmpo. 9-point game his last outing. Hamilton left side. Jefferson, a screen on Price. Hamilton kicks to Jefferson. An easy layup after coming off the pick. 8 points for him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Now, here's Yao. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Number 1, Yao Ming.
There were so many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. Not a surprise to see him ranked at the top.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line?
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
First free throw is good.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. So he gets them both. The Cavaliers leading by 5. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Screen by Jefferson. Hamilton against Oladipo. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Hamilton, the pass to Young. Antetokounmpo dishes to Young. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists in the game. Price kicks to Yao. It's Gay on the way. Yao with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Gay right side. And Jefferson sends it back. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. Three on the clock. Here's Oladipo. Detroit, no good that time either.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Pistons trail by 7. Gay passes to Price. Back to Gay. He feeds it to Price. Picked by Yao. A floater. No good from Price.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And he gets it to go. And now it's a 9-point Cavalier lead.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Grown man nice power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Here's Mack. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Hamilton outside. Screen by Jefferson. Hamilton dishes to Jefferson. Yao with the block. Pistons trail by 7. Gay with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And there's Price. That's good on the assist from Gay. Price has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low than I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Yeah, and checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo, he had a strong showing last season. He was around 9 points per last year, 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
Yeah, he definitely has the skill set to put up even bigger numbers. It wouldn't be a surprise to see that in the coming days.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Steven Adams comes in for Jefferson, and it's Johnson in for Shelvin Mack. Price kicks to Turner. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, as we take a look at the rankings, let's see where Detroit ended up last season. First in shooting percentage, 4th in blocks. And they also showed up in the top 5 in opponents' points per game. It's obvious the hard work this team has put into being good defensively has paid off.
And looking at their field goal percentage, really, it was something to behold. A team that didn't settle, worked for high-quality shots, a significant accomplishment to lead the league in that category.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw, no good. And he ends up missing both free throws. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Antetokounmpo passes to Johnson. It's Rip Hamilton on the wing. Basket made, just his 2nd this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Gay outside. Kicks it to Oladipo. There's a screen by Motiejunas. No good from Price.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Screen by Young. Here's Johnson. Second shot opportunity, and it's Adams getting it to go. Adams has got his 2nd basket.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now here's Price. Gay kicks to Turner. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Hamilton. That one off the back iron and out. Pistons trail by 11. There's the pass to Turner. Gay kicks to Motiejunas. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the 2nd quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Antetokounmpo dishes to Johnson. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Blocking foul called on Magic Johnson. That's his first personal.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Crowder, he's checked in for Young. And it's Crawford in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And then for Detroit, Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Moniunas. Allen Crabbe comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Price. Cleveland on defense. Oladipo goes in. The shot by Turner no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Feeds to Oladipo. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
I thought they did a better job of getting it inside in the first. I mean, they were conscious of throwing that ball in the paint and attacking the rim.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
That free throw good from Oladipo. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Crawford right side. Johnson sets the screen for Crawford. They set the pick. The three. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Now here's Turner. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. 5 on the clock. From 13 feet, it goes down.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Oladipo right side. The dish to Crabbe. Pass to Beverley. He kicks it to Aminu. There's a good screen. This one for 3. But they recover it. Turner with it. Dishes it to Beverley. Back to Turner. Pass to Crabbe. It's Oladipo on the wing. Guarded by Crawford. Goes back up. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Hamilton. And Turner with the block. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for the Pistons. Now off the inbound. Got a hand on it.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
The Pistons have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. 1:32 left in the first half of the game. Johnson kicks to Crawford. The feed now to Adams. They set the screen. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Just 5 to shoot. Crawford passes to Johnson. Rebound by the Pistons. Turner's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Another shot from outside. They're not attacking. I mean, going in and seeking contact like they did in the first one, I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, you can't play the score, Clark. You have to play your game. They need to mix it up a little bit here.
Out to the right wing. Floats one. The shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Johnson attacking, and it's good.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
Second team foul.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season. Check out the game for Johnson. He's got 8 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
The shot by Turner, no good.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Beverly dishes to Turner. Tries again. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his second personal foul.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Johnson can't hit, and so that's the end of the first half. Cleveland ahead, up 9. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They have a 9-point lead. Shaq, we'll start with you. How do you think they played?
The job that guys have done in the post have been terrific. If they get more of that production in the paint next half, they'll be very tough to beat. They're taking advantage of the late rotations, and they're going right inside and straight to the rim.
Over to Kenny. What'd you think about Detroit?
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
And now the 3rd quarter has to get going. Pistons trail by 9, and Detroit looking at who they've got. Price is out there with Victor Oladipo. Then there's Yao. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Moniunas in at the 4. Now here's Oladipo. Back to Price. 6 to shoot. Down low. Yao goes in. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. 8 points for Yao.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Johnson against Price. Young outside. Lets it go from deep. Good. Young's got 10.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Now here's Price. To the paint. It's deflected. Here's Yao. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Tremendous output from Yao. He has 8 points, and he's been a brick wall today with all those blocks.
You got that right. He's giving them serious doubts about bringing the ball to the rim.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Price against Johnson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his first personal foul.
The Cavaliers have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
Johnson at the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
Thank you, Cleveland!
Pistons trail by 9. Price kicks to Oladipo. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. No good from Price. Cleveland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Hamilton outside. Back to Johnson. Fades away. And the shot is good. Johnson's got 11 points.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Picked by Yao. Moniunas kicks to Yao. To the middle. Here's Oladipo. The shot will not go. Hamilton with some nice D.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Back to Johnson. Johnson the screen. Hamilton the pass to Johnson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. You got to like what Magic Johnson has done in this game.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down. Kevin, I've got a chance now to look at where the Cavaliers ranked in the NBA last season. 3rd in steals, 4th in points off turnovers. And they were a top 10 team in field goal shooting. Pretty impressive.
And going back to the steals, they play a harassing style of defense. You have to be impressed with the effort they brought at that end of the floor.
Rudy Gay on the wing. Antetokounmpo defending. Price outside. Clock at 6. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Yao. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard. See the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. Fifth on the list, the Pistons.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 8. He dishes it to Hamilton. They set the pick. Screen by Jefferson. Hamilton kicks to Johnson. Fader on the way. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Well, he turned a high percentage shot into a low percentage shot by trying to go to the fadeaway.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 13. He feeds it to Jefferson. Puts up the baby hook and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Yao Ming.
It's been a nice game for Jefferson. 8 rebounds and also a block shot.
First trip to the line for him here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths, shooting in the low 60s last season.
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
And Cleveland making a change here. Max checked in. That one misses.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
No good from Price. The Cavaliers leading by 12. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. It's stolen by Oladipo. Now Price. Picked by Yao. Here is Price. Modiunas a screen on Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. From the stripe. Offensive rebound.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board. And his length doesn't hurt either.
Mack. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Max got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Yao against Jefferson. Yao dishes to Price. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
And how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Pistons trail by 16. Kicks it to Gay. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, if they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound. Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep. A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Yao with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Here's Johnson. 15 points in the game. And it's Johnson again missing. Oladipo, good. Oladipo's got 5. Here's Johnson. Outside Jefferson. Screen by Young. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Puts it up. Another miss by Young. Pistons trail by 13. Here's Oladipo. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. Price has got his 6th assist on the night.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated.
Young with no one around. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Motiejunas has the open look. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. On the wing, Johnson. Johnson double team. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
The first one falls, and the Cavaliers with some changes. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Young. Crowder comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Crawford in for Mack. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Turner's checked in for Motiejunas. Aminu comes in for Rudy Gay. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Mark Price.
Thank you, Cleveland!
Pistons trail by 13. Beverley, the pass to Turner. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And taken away by Johnson. Now the pass to Crowder. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Here's Yao. The Cavaliers making the shot. Back to Beverley. Shot clock at 6. Picked by Yao. Shot on the wing. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Here's Johnson. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
And the Pistons making a change here. Rabs checked in. For Cleveland, they have gone 7 of 11 from the line. And that one falls for Johnson. Now here's Beverley. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Turner with a screen on Johnson. Beverley against Johnson. There's the screen. Detroit, no good that time either. The Cavaliers leading by 18. Inside. Here's Adams. Offensive rebound. Crawford. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Look at the night for Crawford. 9 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Now here's Beverley. Five to shoot. No good, unable to end this run.
And still, He's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Here's Dellavedova. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Feeds it to Crabb. There's the dish to Aminu. Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Crawford. No good on the triple.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Jamal Crawford taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jamal Crawford. Richard Hamilton's checked in for Al Jefferson. Both free throws good from Crawford.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. That's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
Now here's Beverly. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Lets a floater go. He takes it up and lays it in.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
To the middle. Here's Adams. Rebounded by the Pistons. Turner's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Beverly against Johnson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Aminu's got 6.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. And it's Johnson penetrating. Kicks it out to Crawford. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Pistons trailed by 21. Passes it to Aminu. Dishes it to Crabb. Here's Turner. It's hauled in by Adams. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Johnson kicks to Adams, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Turner with a screen on Johnson. Beverly with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Turner, 11 feet out, and he hits it. Turner's got 5 now. The Cavaliers leading by 21. There's the pick. Johnson attacking. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Johnson's got 12 now in this quarter.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Dellavedova kicks to Turner. Crabb, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Johnson against Beverly. And Turner kicks to Aminu. Shoots the 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Cavaliers on top as they end the third quarter on a 20-6 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. We've got Crawford. Felton is out there with Shelvin Mack. Then it's Jones. And it's Powell in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Powell. Outside, Felton. There's Crawford with the three. Rebound, Detroit.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Lee outside. For three, Fry. Shot's good. Fry's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Pistons.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Mack dishes to Crawford. To the inside. Jones the pass to Crawford. Clock at 6. Here's Mack. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Leonard with a screen on Crawford. Pass to Fry. All alone. And he nails the jumper.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
The Cavaliers leading by 20. Outside, Felton. He kicks to Powell. Back to Felton. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Sounds good.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting them.
For the Cavaliers, Al Jefferson's checked in for Terrence Jones. Young comes in, and Giannis Antetokounmpo is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Down low, here's Gay, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
I tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he got away with maybe not picking up a tee.
Now, here's Felton. Pass to Jefferson. The 19-foot shot. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
Here's Gay. Here's Yao. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Young's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Oladipo against Felton. Here's Yao, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Great rise and dime there. He changed gears in midair to make the assist.
Richard Hamilton's checked in for Cleveland. Johnson comes in for Mack. And that one falls for Yao. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And here is Johnson. Motiejunas grabs the miss. Motiejunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. Oladipo goes in. There's the feed to Price. Inside, shot clock at 5. Motiejunas no luck. The Cavaliers leading by 20. Antetokounmpo kicks to Johnson. Down low, here's Jefferson. Basket is good, the assist from Johnson. And that's 13 points for Al Jefferson. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Motiejunas a screen on Hamilton. And Oladipo kicks to Price. Gay with no one around. Detroit, no good that time either. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Price dishes to Gay. Hamilton against Oladipo. Back to Yao. There's a screen by Motiejunas. 6 on the shot clock. Excellent use of the screen that time. And that's 15 points for Gay.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Johnson. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. And it's Price with the rebound. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
Looking at the numbers for Rudy Gay, he has 15 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And, Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Shooting for Cleveland, Rudy Gay. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Hamilton, the pass to Johnson. Goes up to the stripe. And Johnson missing again. Pistons trail by 21. And Oladipo kicks to Price.
Cavaliers foul. Richard Hamilton. That's his second personal foul. At the line for the Cavaliers, Mark Price. 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Price. Price hits them both.
This is what they need to do in the second half to come out with a win. It's not the only thing, but when you convert free throws at the other end, you put a lot of pressure on the opponent to play solid defense against you.
Screen by Young. Johnson attacking. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Johnson's got 16 here in the second half.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Yao dishes to Price. Gay against Antetokounmpo. Can't get it to go.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Nice shot by Hamilton.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
The Pistons have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Up top, Oladipo. Covered by Hamilton. Oladipo, the pass to Yao. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Pistons ball.
Gay against Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. Another miss by Gay. Cleveland leading by 23. To the middle. It's tipped. It's stolen by Oladipo. Price with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Price kicks to Oladipo. There's a screen by Motiejunas. Oladipo goes in. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
Timeout, Cleveland. Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause
Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Antetokounmpo. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Pistons trail by 21. Price dishes to Gay. Oladipo outside. He feeds it to Gay. The turnaround. And he overshot that one, missing.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Now, here is Young. And another miss by Cleveland.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one. And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Price against Johnson. Can't get it to go. Good D by Price. Pistons trail by 19. Oladipo, the pass to Price. To the paint. Here's Yao. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow.
Shooting for Cleveland, Magic Johnson. Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. No luck that time either.
He's been to the line here more than in the first. I thought he was a bit tentative in that first, but I like the aggressiveness he's showing here now.
Kicks it to Yao. Tries it from 19. No luck. And Cleveland will come the other way. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
There's a screen by Motiejunas. Motiejunas, a screen on Johnson. Price kicks to Motiejunas. That's good, and it's Price with the assist.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Johnson dishes to Hamilton. Back to Johnson. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Johnson's got 18 points just in the second half. Pistons trail by 20. There's a screen by Motiejunas. Off the pick. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Price against Johnson. Yao with the block. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Here's Johnson. Young, a screen on Price. Clock is at 3. The 3 from Johnson. Rebound, Detroit. Oladipo with the ball. Now Hamilton defending. Yao. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting for Cleveland, Yao Ming at the line for 2.
first free throw is good.
Oh my God, I just got that.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Johnson outside. Tries from 16. Motiejunas grabs the miss. Motiejunas has got 7 rebounds in the game. Oladipo, the pass to Yao. 1:44 left in the game. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Johnson with it. Young, a screen on Price. Screen by Jefferson. Yao with the block. And the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on the block, but also got the body. So some free throws coming up right now.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Al Jefferson. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Young. Jay Crowder comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Hamilton. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Magic Johnson. He's off on the second. Pistons trail by 17.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Cavaliers.
I agree, Steve, and this is a game where the defense, Clark Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for him too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory tonight.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
A good win, and a lot went into it, but I just like the showing for Johnson. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And so it's Detroit with the ball, following the score by Cleveland. 4 on the shot clock. Fires from the line. Second shot opportunity. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his 3rd personal foul. At the line for the Cavaliers, Myers Leonard. At the line for 2.
That free throw good from Leonard. Leonard hits them both. Here's Mack. 26 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Young, a screen on Beverly. There's the pick. And Mack kicks to Adams. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 12. Great D that time from Leonard. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson again, folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to take a quick peek at our Jordan player of the game. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded. What'd you think, Kenny?
There's no doubt about it. This guy is a leader. He was in attack mode all night, calling for it and delivering in some big plays and baskets. His point total shows everything that I'm talking about. The defense was like, what am I going to do? And he was like, nothing, because I'm toying with you.
Well, just look at his assists. I mean, that tells the story for the game right there. He was seeing the court so well, always seemed to make the right decision. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.